guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a 50 question get to know me video. I probably should have done this for my first video, but hey, I'm gonna do it now. So I posted on my Instagram story to ask me a bunch of questions, and I pulled most of them off the question list that you guys asked me, but a lot of them were really creepy and interesting. So I did take some from an online question list, just good questions I thought would help you get to know me better. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, this chair is really squeaky. I don't know if you can hear it. Okay, so I have all the questions on this list. I'm gonna just look at them. Where are you from? I'm from Arvada, Colorado. It's not a small town, but it's like a suburban town outside of Denver. It's kind of in between Boulder and Denver area. It's a really great place to grow up. I absolutely loved it. I was born and raised there, went to high school there, which goes to 2. Where do you currently live? I currently live in the beautiful San Diego. I went to college here. I went to SDSU, and yeah, right now I live by the beach here. I love it, but I'm moving to LA in 1 month, so I'm really excited for that. I've been here 4 years, and I'm excited for a change. How tall are you? I'm 5'4". A lot of people think I'm like taller in my photos. My legs look longer. It's kind of a trick because I feel like my legs are really short in person, so I never show my feet. It's kind of like in photos you'll notice that. I don't know. It's a little trick to look taller. How old are you? I'm 22. I can't believe I'm 22. I feel like that's such a weird age to say. Like, you look forward to your birthdays every year and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be 18, I'm gonna be 21, whatever, and then you're like, I'm 22, and then I'm gonna be 23 in April, so that's just really scary. Dogs or cats? I'm definitely more of a dog person. I really like cats too. I'm like an animal person in general, but I think dogs, I love their personalities. They're so cute, and I love pugs. Those are like, pugs or golden retrievers or Labradors are probably my favorite type of dogs. What's your full name? Lindsay Marie Brewer. My Instagram username's like really long. It's like Lindsay Marie Brewer. It's super funny. It used to be Lindsay M. Brewer, and then I was trying to go to a bar and I was underage, and I changed my Instagram real quick to like the fake ID I was using, her name. And within 2 or 3 minutes after getting kicked out, getting the ID taken, running away when they threatened to call the cops, I tried to change my name back and it was taken, and I looked at the person's account and it said, haha, XOXO, like they like stole my account, bet you're mad or something. And so I just changed my username to Lindsay Marie Brewer. But all right. What is your favorite color? Pink. I promise I didn't set these out. These were actually right here. Yeah, pink's my favorite color. I love it so much. Definitely my favorite color to wear is probably black though. It just looks good on blondes. It looks good on everyone. Black looks good on everyone. Where did you go to college? I went to San Diego State University. I'm so happy I went there. I actually wanted to transfer back to Boulder because all my friends from high school went there. I went through a rough patch with my ex-boyfriend. He went to a different school, and so I just wanted to go home, and then I ended up meeting my best friends. Well, I knew them, but I became close to them. Lindsay, she's actually in the other room, Lindsay Grubel, and she is one of the reasons I stayed at SDSU, and I'm so happy I did. I absolutely love it. I met my current boyfriend there too, so yeah, I loved it. What kind of car do you drive? I drive a E93, it's because it's the hardtop, BMW M3. I love it. It's a 2011. It's one of the only ones that were made like with a V8 engine, so it does guzzle gas, but it sounds great. I love it so much, and yeah, it's my baby. Let's see. What would you consider your style to be? I think my style is really, I'm not like this most stylish person by any means, but I try to just like wear things that I feel good in. So like I try not to go all out. I wear very simple things like a black crop top, like jeans, things I just feel really good in. I really like crop tops, I don't know. But my style, I guess, is kind of like beachy and simple. What is your favorite drink, alcoholic and non-alcoholic? Okay, so my favorite non-alcoholic drink is either tea or Pepsi. I love soda. It's like one of my really bad like cheat cravings is soda, and if I could drink it every day I would. But I love tea. I have it every single day. I mix up green tea and black tea. I actually have a black tea right now from Board and Brew I'm gonna get. Yeah, I just went to Board and Brew. It's my favorite sandwich place ever. I always get the turcado. It's amazing. Okay, so that's my favorite. Tea and soda and Pepsi are my favorite non-alcoholic drinks, and then my favorite alcoholic drink has to be anything with tequila in it. Okay. What are your life goals / biggest dreams in life? Well, since I was 12, I grew up go-karting, and I've always wanted to be a professional race car driver. It sounds really funny. It's like, oh, she must be a race car driver. Like, that's like what every 5-year-old kid says they want to do. But I actually still do want to be a race car driver, and eventually I want to own my own business, something in the motorsports industry. But I do want to drive again. I just graduated, so I'm glad I went to college. It was definitely tough though because I haven't been racing as much. But yeah, ideally my biggest dream is to race sports cars, or any kind of car honestly, but sports car is probably my #1 aspiration right now. And then I want to own my own business of some sort someday. So next question. Favorite car or dream car? I really like the Lamborghini Aventador SV. I also love a Ferrari 458 or 488. I love those. I love Ferraris, love Lamborghinis. Very basic, I know, but they are my favorite. Favorite food? It used to be pizza, but I think it's sushi now. I love sushi. I love shrimp tempura rolls. I don't even know if that's real sushi, but I love it. Do you have any birthmarks? I don't have any birthmarks. The only birthmark I have is like, I have a brown spot in my eye. So I have blue eyes, but I have this thing called heterochromia. Yeah, so it's like blue with brown in it, and it's in my right eye. And I've had it since I was a little, like a baby, since my parents said I was born with it. So that's my birthmark. How did you get into racing? Why aren't you racing as much? A lot of people seem to ask this, which is really cool that people are interested in my racing. So I went to a birthday party at a go-kart track when I was like 12, or I was 11 when I went to the birthday party. And I just raced the rental carts outside and stuff. And then I saw one of the quicker mini max carts, which is like the smaller go-kart for younger kids. And I asked the kid who was driving it if I could drive it also, and they let me, and I ended up being quicker than the little boy was in it. So that was funny, and I absolutely loved it. I grew up like four-wheeling and snowmobiling and stuff, so I always loved to go fast. And I begged my dad to get me my own, and that's how I started. I ended up winning the regional championship my first year when I was 12 years old against all the little boys. And it was just super funny to see like their reaction whenever I would beat them. So I started when I was like 11 or 12. I guess my first race was 12. And then I continued to progress. I moved up to Rotax Junior. And then my favorite kart was an S2 shifter kart. I still drive those on occasion. It's just been tough being in California and stuff because all my go-karts are back in Colorado. So whenever I go home, I drive them and everything. But yeah, I did shifter karts for a couple years, and then I tested in open wheel cars such as like USF 2000, Formula 4, and then I raced legend cars my freshman year of college, and I won the championship for the US Legend Car Series in Vegas overall in points. I wasn't able to attend the last race because of an illness. I got really sick. And then they said if you don't attend the very last race, you can't be named champion. So technically, I guess I didn't like win the championship, but I won every race. So yeah, that was one of my biggest accomplishments. And then, yeah, the last time I drove, I tested in a Formula 4 back in November. And then I've been driving sports cars around tracks and stuff. I was just in Speed Vegas which was really fun, and I drove a couple really cool cars. So yeah, that's how I started. I started when I was a little girl in go-karts. So oh, why am I not racing as much? I was in college for 4 years. My parents made me finish school. My dad stopped funding my racing just because he wanted me to go to college, and I really appreciate him doing that because I'm happy I got my degree, but I am ready to get a sponsor again and get back on the track. It's just hard when you don't have, like, my family never raced or anything, so getting the right connections are really hard. I don't know, it's just been a struggle for me, but I'm moving up to LA. I'm gonna really try to get new sponsors and get back on the track, so we'll see. What sports did you play growing up? My parents had me try pretty much every single sport, so I tried pretty much everything, but I really played tennis, golf, I did swim team, I loved skiing and snowboarding, being from Colorado. Competitively, I did cheerleading. I did that in high school as well. In high school, I played varsity tennis, and then racing. Once I started racing, that I kind of had to like stop everything. I actually had to be homeschooled partially my senior year because I was traveling around the country racing every weekend. So that was my biggest sport, but I love all sports. I love golf and tennis a lot. Favorite superhero? I really like Aquaman. It's like super funny, or Batman, but I just watched Aquaman today actually. I'm a bigger fan of Marvel movies actually. I love Thor, but the only DC movie I really like that they made is Aquaman. It's kind of cheesy, but whatever. Who is your best friend? I have so many best friends. I don't know, I think people go through different phases in their life where they're closer and they're not as close. Like, I had a big group of friends in high school in Colorado, and then a lot of us kind of separated and went our own ways when we all went to different schools, which is hard. But right now, my best friends, in California at least, are definitely Marley, Lindsay, Marley Bucola, Lindsay Grubel. I have so many, like Allie Brown's one of them. Like, I don't want to name all of them. I have so many, and then, I don't know, it's hard to pick one best friend. My best friend from Colorado, they're probably Kenzie, Beck, Kendall, I love all my friends. I'm close with all of them. Are you a model or a driver? I got that a couple times. Can I not be both? I love modeling, and it's been great to do on the side, and I love having you guys follow me on social media and everything, but my passion's ultimately driving. So, but I do like to model too, so ideally I could be a driver and a model. Let's see. Question 21. Now that you've graduated, what's next? So right now I'm moving up to LA. I am going to pursue racing this coming year. I'm really going to try to get sponsorships, travel around to different races, market myself, do all that. And it's really tough to get a 9-to-5 job when you're trying to pursue a racing career. So I don't want to get a 9-to-5 job right away. I have my whole life to work. I'm in a fortunate position where I don't need to get a 9-to-5 job right now, and I appreciate that. But yeah, I'm going to really try to race. I'm going to continue modeling up in LA, continue doing social media, all that. Yeah, but I want to get a part-time job, something with social media or digital marketing up in LA. I think that stuff's really interesting. I just want to get experience, so when I'm older I can start my own company and know kind of the ins and outs of a business. So you just need experience. Yeah, but that's what I'm doing. All right, what is your workout/eating routine? So I feel bad when people ask me this because I wish I could tell them, oh, I do this like really intense workout. I work out 5 days a week. I eat really healthy, but I don't. I go to the gym probably once every 2 weeks, or even like once every like 3 weeks. It's really bad. Sometimes I'll get on a grind there where I'll go like 3 days a week and I feel like really proud of myself, but I don't eat healthy. Like, I eat healthy. I don't eat unhealthy, but I don't eat healthy. Like, I kind of just eat when I'm hungry. I don't overeat. But I pretty much eat whatever I want. I don't eat greasy food. I just eat like Chipotle. Chipotle is always good for you. Board and Brew is really good. I love Chick-fil-A, In-N-Out. Panera is like my favorite. I get like the tomato soup and mac and cheese. I get that like 3 days a week. It's really bad. But I don't have like a specific routine I follow, so I'm sorry. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I have one brother. His name's Blake, and he lives in Colorado. He's almost 24 in October, so we were really close growing up. This one was funny. This was from my questions I asked. Are you single? If you have a boyfriend, I'll fight him for your love. That's funny. No, I have a boyfriend. His name's Drew, and please don't fight him. That's not very nice. Favorite fast food? I don't know if Panera is fast food, but Panera. I love Panera. But fast food, Chick-fil-A. Favorite vacation you've been on? Probably either the Bahamas 2 years ago. I went with a bunch of friends and it was so much fun. Or I just was in Tulum in January, so I loved that trip. That was with Kendall. So probably Bahamas or Tulum. Are you into blonde or brunette guys? Definitely brunette guys. I don't know if it's like opposites attract, but I definitely am into dark hair, dark eyes. I guess tall, dark, and handsome. Favorite car you've driven on or off track? Probably the Lamborghini Huracan. I just drove at Speed Vegas. It was so much fun. Actually, no, I take it back. Porsche GT3 RS. That was the most fun to drive around the track. The Huracan definitely was nicer in the interior and it had more of a kick. It had a little more torque, but the GT3 RS took the corners so much better. My lap times were quicker. It was so much fun to drive. So probably the GT3 RS. Favorite animal? That's tough. Oh, sloth. I love baby sloths. They're really cute. Early bird or night owl? I am definitely a night owl. I don't understand how people can wake up early. Drew will be like up at 6:30 a.m. every morning, works out every day. I don't understand that. I wake up at like 10 a.m. every day, and I know it's summer and everything, but yeah, I'm definitely a night owl. I'll stay up till like 1 in the morning usually. Excuse me. Hidden talent. A lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm really good at the piano. Yeah, I grew up playing the piano my whole life, so. Favorite music genre? I don't really have a favorite genre. I like all kind of music except like screamo, heavy metal. Like I really like basic like top hits. If it's like in the top hits, I probably will like it, but I like really girly, like Louis the Child type of music, like electro pop. I also really like country. I know a lot of people aren't fans of country, but I love it. It just speaks to me. Favorite beach? Thousand Steps Beach in Laguna. Check it out. Who is your favorite F1 driver? Lewis Hamilton. Colorado or California? It's just tough because I was so fortunate to grow up in one of the most beautiful states, and now I live in another one of the most beautiful states, so there's just different things about either one of them. Like I love the mountains and I love visiting Colorado, but for me, even though there is a lot of traffic and there's a lot of people here, I still do think I love California more. My parents have always had a house out here since I was a little girl, and ever since I was like 4 years old, I'm like, I'm going to college in California, like I'm gonna live out here. And I ended up moving here for college, and I don't think I'll ever move back to Colorado. I hopefully will be able to get a mountain place when I'm older though, because I do love the mountains in Colorado. Okay. 37, maximum speed driven in a car. Mom and dad, please don't watch this part, but 175 miles per hour. It was in an NSX I drove at, I guess it was at a probing center though. It was the Honda probing center, and it was meant to go that quick. It was like a 5-mile oval, so we got it up to 175, and I was down to go faster, but it was just like a testing thing, so I couldn't go over 160 miles an hour. So they started to get mad at me when I was like at like 175, and they told me I had to slow down. I would have gone faster though. I really wanted to hit 200 miles an hour, but one day. So I got this question, like this person asked me this question like 3 separate times when I on my Instagram thing. So they said, Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck, like a giant duck, or 100 duck-sized horses? And I said I would rather fight 100 duck-sized horses. Could you imagine like a giant duck coming at you? Like you would for sure die, I feel like. But if there was 100 like mini horses, I feel like you could just like kick them, or like, I don't, if you had to fight them, I don't know, I could not fight a giant duck. That would suck. Okay, let's see. What country would you like to visit most? So I've actually never been to Europe. I really want to go. It's kind of strange. All my friends have been to Europe and stuff, but I really want to go to Monaco. That's like the biggest, that's like my place I want to go to so bad. I want to go to the Monaco Grand Prix, but I just want to go to Europe in general. I want to go to Greece. I want to go to Italy, Spain, all the places in Europe. That's probably, there's not really one specific place. Probably Monaco if I could go anywhere right now. All right, what kind of guys do you like? Well, I really like, it just depends. Like, honestly, if someone's really kind, really funny, has a good sense of humor, and they're loyal. Loyalty is like my biggest thing. If I can't trust someone, I cannot be with them. So any guy, looks don't honestly matter to me. Like, I've dated guys who are blonde, blue eyes, brunette, dark eyes. Like, honestly, it's just definitely their personality. If they have a good personality and they're nice and trustworthy, then I'm about it. Andrew is, so good. Favorite TV show and favorite movie. My favorite movies, I don't have one specific one, but I really like Legally Blonde. I know, it's kind of basic. I like Legally Blonde, Talladega Nights. I like the movie Rush also, which is Chris Hemsworth's in it, and it's so good. You guys have to watch it. It's about racing. It's about Formula One back in the day. Honestly, Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter. The whole series. It's like my favorite series. So those are probably my favorite movies. My favorite TV shows are probably Game of Thrones and Gossip Girl. So, or 90210. Okay. Would you ever be brunette? I don't think so. It's funny because I grew up as a blonde. Like when I was a little girl, I was really blonde. I had brunette eyebrows like I do now, but I was really blonde like this. And then as I got older, when I was in like 7th grade, I dyed my hair brown. It was like really tragic. I know it was like my awkward phase in life, but it just, I don't know if I can ever go back to that stage because I just think back at like those 7th grade horrible like pictures and I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. I just feel like my personality is blonde. Like blonde just fits me. I love it. So maybe when I'm older, but for now I think I'm gonna stick to the blonde. All right, favorite F1 team. I really like Red Bull. I feel like they treat their drivers really well. They get to do all these sick things. I know Mercedes keeps winning. They just have their shit together right now, but my favorite team is probably Red Bull. Favorite racetrack. I've never driven at this racetrack, but it looks really cool and I've really wanted to drive on it. Laguna Seca. I hopefully can drive it in the next coming year, but out of the ones I've driven on, probably Road Atlanta. I love Road Atlanta. What's your biggest pet peeve? My biggest pet peeve is coughing. I don't know why, like it makes me crazy. And when people like cough near me or around me, if they don't cover their mouth, like I can't stand it if people cough near me and don't cover their mouths. Even if they cover their mouths, it's really bad. I just get like annoyed, but obviously I would never say anything. But yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. What's one thing you wish people knew about you? I don't know, I guess I just wish people knew more about my racing, and I wish I could be racing more. And I don't want people to just look at me like, oh, like the bikini model, whatever. I want people to know like the tomboy Lindsay that grew up with her brother that races cars, like the one that, like, I'm a girly girl tomboy. Like, yes, I'm really girly, but my personality and like what I love to do is mostly like tomboy stuff. So I just kind of wish more people knew about that. And hopefully they will when I start to race again. Okay, favorite cheat food snacks. Again, I don't really follow a strict diet, but my favorite like unhealthy foods that I try not to eat all the time are In-N-Out animal fries. You guys better check those out if you haven't. I really like, I'm not a sweet tooth. I don't like sweet foods. I don't like ice cream. I'm crazy, I know. I don't like ice cream. I don't like anything sweet, like cakes and stuff. I love salty foods, so sea salt and vinegar chips, In-N-Out animal fries, anything really salty. That's like my cheat food, I guess. Coke or Pepsi? Pepsi. It's so weird to me when people say Coke. Lindsay and I both think people are crazy that they like Coke over Pepsi. I don't know, Pepsi just tastes better to me. Biggest fears. Okay. My biggest fears are spiders. I guess my biggest fear is probably just like not achieving my dreams or goals. Like I kind of have crazy dreams, like being a race car driver and all that. And my biggest fears is one day that I'll tell myself like, oh, like it's okay, like those are too crazy, like just stop going for them. Like my biggest fear is like, not even if I've tried every single thing I could have done to try to be a race car driver, like do my like goals, then I don't really care. But if I like give up on myself, I guess my biggest fear is giving up on myself, which kind of sucks. But definitely spiders too, that shit sucks. So, all right, are you a good cook? No, but I want to be. I just don't really have a lot of experience because I've been in college. But I definitely I'm gonna look at the tasty recipes that are on Facebook, and I'm gonna do that. So maybe one day. What has taken the most courage to do in your life? Probably just being myself and choosing to take a different path than everyone else. Everyone's getting 9-to-5 jobs. They're doing all these things like, yeah, that looks great right now and they're on the right path, but like for me, everyone's like, what are you doing after college? What are you doing? And I'm like, I don't want to get a 9-to-5 job, and I want to try to fully pursue racing again, and just like honestly pursuing things that aren't normal and aren't what everyone else is doing. And a lot of people would judge them. That probably takes the most courage because people just don't understand it. And yeah, so, but I know it's gonna work out for me in the end. How many boyfriends have you had? I've had 2 serious boyfriends, but yeah, it's been real. And let's look at one last one just for shits. Okay, last question. What are your favorite things about yourself, and what are your least favorite things about yourself? All right, so my least favorite things about myself are, I'm a really confident person, which is good, but I hate, this is kind of like a bad habit I do. I hate the fact I bite my nails. Like literally look at this nail. I don't know if you can even see it, but like they're so short. I hate every time I doubt myself. I'm kind of a procrastinator too. I get like lazy sometimes, and I'm a procrastinator. I always end up getting it done, but I hate that I'm a procrastinator. The things I love about myself though, but I think I love I'm really confident that I'm a really good friend, and people tell me I'm a really nice person. So those are probably the 2 things I love the most about myself, just being nice and a good friend. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this get to know me 50 questions. There's like 53 questions, but who's counting? I wanted to do something a little bit more personal because a lot of my other videos aren't as personal, and I just wanted to answer some of your questions. So thank you for asking them, even though some of them were really creepy. I wasn't gonna name the bad ones. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.